name is Bob Coggeshall, and I run a company called Small Batch Assembly, and it's a business to assemble electronic components onto circuit boards in low volume. And we cater to the DIY, maker, researcher, educational community. And this is my space, and I have a Mancorp MC400 pick-and-place machine. And this is a baby version of the pick-and-place machine that many famous maker-oriented companies like SparkFun Electronics and DIY Drones and Polulu have. And it has 32 positions for feeders. And the board in here right now are LED boards for the astromech.net group. It is basically a Cartesian robot which can move all over this XY area very accurately, 0.05 millimeters. And it has a camera inside the head. It can pick up the part and pull it in to the head and look at it through a prism and make corrections on how it should be placed and then place it on the board. For big parts, there's a bigger camera back here. And this is my reflow oven, purchased directly through Alibaba in China, and that's always a risky thing to do, but it's turned out okay. You'll see a lot of these things on the market with different variations, but you've got to find one with a good PID controller, and it'll get the whole area. Okay. This is really the first step, the paste application process. So the boards come in, and I cut a capped-on stencil with a laser cutter. Puts holes in the capped-on. I use this very high-tech jig, which actually works quite well. And I then take the paste, which is basically the consistency of gray toothpaste, and I squeegee it across the board, and then I get the paste on all the little pads and nowhere else. Then I take it to the machine and put it in the pick-and-place machine, and then the pick-and-place machine just takes off and places all the parts. There's about 1,200 parts on this board. And the machine does a very good job about correcting for placement. So I'll put it in the machine. I'll put it in the machine, and I may be off by a ½ millimeter or so when I put it in, even though there's little registration pins. And the first thing it'll do is it'll look in the corners for the fiducials, those little dots there, and it will correct for X and Y, and then it will start the job.